So what classes are you taking this year? I'm thinking of probably going to go with biology, physics. Um, Obviously, I'm like math. That one's not optional. Yeah, I'm definitely taking phys ed. I know it's optional now for this grade, but I need to keep in good physical shape, since considering that I wanna go into law enforcement. What? Oh, my hair? Oh, yeah. Didn't feel like putting the highlights in. Yeah, no, no, I'm okay. What about you? What'd you do for the summer? Yeah, I've been mostly hanging out with Zoe, and um, I guess it's been in the news. My parents unfortunately died. Yeah, but it's not all bad. I have a new family now, and I love my new mom and my dad and my little sister. Yeah, her name is Tilia. She's so adorable. She she can't pronounce my name, so she just calls me Kiki. Yeah, she's trying to say Katie, but it's just so cute. Oh, have you guys met this new kid called Liam yet? Yeah, he's from Liberty City. Yeah, he just moved in over the summer. He's a nice guy. Yeah, if you guys see him, be nice to him. Say hi.
Excuse me, Miss Longmire.
Hello? Who are you?
Wesley Brooks. I've been meaning to get in contact with you and your parents. May I have a word with you?
Um, what about?
Just trust me when I say it would be in your best interest.
Okay.
Please follow me. Please hop in. Let's go for a ride.
Um, I would prefer not. At least not without my mom here.
Well, trust me, we're already in contact with your mother.
I mean, you have to understand that I don't know who you are, and it's not like I've had good luck with people lately.
We are fully aware of that, Miss Longmire, and trust us when I say we have been looking very deeply into it. And we might have some answers you might be interested in.
Okay. Well, I guess...
I'll have all day, Miss Longmire. You coming? Or no?
I'm gonna get that just to see if I can.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright. So if you're already in contact with my mom, you won't mind if I send her a text, right?
Of course. Of course. As far as she knows, you're just having a nice chat with an old friend. I'm going to level with you, Miss Longmire. There is no Wesley Brooks. My name's Agent Vance. I'm with the IA. Sorry about the deception, but, you never know who's watching these days, and I'm sure you're fully aware of that, given your recent experiences.
Yeah, you could say that.
We've been looking very deeply into the incident, and unfortunately, evidence, well, let's just say it's been lackluster, but we're fully aware who was behind the incident. Unofficially, anyway.
You're gonna have to be a bit more
And
specific. Are you talking about the incident where I was kidnapped and almost raped, or the one where I was kidnapped and someone tried to force me to hand over my company?
I would say the latter is more what we're familiar with, though we've been keeping tabs on both cases. They seem to be unrelated for the time, but can't be too sure.
No, I'm pretty sure they're unrelated.
Only time will tell. This man that forced you to sign over the company, Luke Becerra, correct?
Yeah, and he didn't force me. He tried to, and even if he was successful, it wouldn't have been legit because I can't hand over the company just yet. Not legally.
Of course, of course. Mr. Becerra, according to the profile we have on him, he's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. This could not have been plotted by him alone. He had some outside help. And that's what we're here trying to figure out. I need you to tell me exactly what happened that evening.
Well, what ended up happening is I was at my house, and I hear someone knocking at the door. I look through through the peephole, and I see that it's a guy from, from the delivery company, post op, saying that they have a package for me. So I open the door, sign for the package. I mean, the guy was all in uniform. That there was a post-op van. I had no reason to suspect that it wasn't someone from post-op. He asks me to help him out with the package, and I go to the back of the vehicle, and he shoves me in there, ties me up. Well, ties my hands up, not my legs for some reason, but takes me someplace, tells me to follow him. I actually decide to run away into the streets, and he chases after me. I was able to like get some attention from people, but he was able to put me back into the vehicle. We went somewheres near the docks. No, that's not correct. There we had a stop first. The post-op guy took me to some sort of parking garage, from what I could see, or parking lot of some sort, where I was then shoved into a trunk by some other bald guy that I've never seen or heard of from before. That's when we proceeded to go from the lot to the docks. He took me into some sort of like warehouse. Wouldn't really answer any of my questions, and he left the room. After a little bit of being alone, I tried to basically like get up and see if I could go through the door, but then that's when he showed up and forced me back to sit on the chair, where he told me like this was all his doing, that he actually wants me to hand over the company, and I basically just laughed, because I tell him legally I can't, because until I'm 18 everything's in a trust fund and I can't do anything about that. I also let him know that I would have given him the CEO position permanently once I reached 18, because I don't want to run the company. I just want to continue owning it, because it is something my father built, but he would have been running it. So I told him basically he fucked up there, and he got really mad and eventually left. After like an hour of him not coming back, I started looking for a way to escape, found some glass, tried to cut through the zip ties. When I was about halfway through, some people showed up. They seemed to be kind of Spanish, in like a heavy Spanish accent. And they basically rescued me. They got me out of my bindings. They allowed me to call my mom, and I told her exactly where we were. And well, that's how that ended. Like the cops showed up, and my mom took me home.
Interesting. So you had to go through that. Tell me, Miss Longmire, did any of these individuals that you encountered, any of them have any strange accents besides the rescuers?
I'm sorry, what?
I was just asking, did any of these individuals that encountered you, the UPS delivery driver, the bald man, did any of them have any foreign, strange accents?
Not that I could remember.
Interesting. Not even in private.
To be honest, like a lot of that day is not 100% clear.
I need you to try to remember, Miss Longmire, there's a lot at stake here. A lot more than you might realize.
I honestly can't remember. I don't remember.
Unfortunate. We'll continue to look into it. Perhaps this goes a little deeper than we figured at first. Definitely a little out of the norm. Rest assured, Miss Longmire, we are definitely looking into this. Unfortunately, circumstances are preventing us from taking legal action, but I assure you, it won't occur again. Would you like me to take you back to school or directly home?
Well, my vehicle is at school, so...
Of course, of course. Let me just set my GPS.
So I'm assuming you haven't been in contact with my mom?
No, if I'm being honest, that was a lie to put you at ease, but rest assured, we're not here to harm you, Miss Longmire. We're looking after your best interest, in the interest of national security.
And you said your name was Agent what?
As far as you need to know, Wesley Brooks will do. After all, I cannot let my name get too far out there. And I'm sure you understand.
I understand, but I thought like government agents are supposed to identify themselves when asked.
Maybe if you work with law enforcement, but we play a little different game here. This goes beyond domestic activities, to put it plainly. My name is Agent Vance, but like I said, Wesley Brooks. Here on out.
Okay.
I assume the Challenger up here, the pink one, is yours?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll pull. I'm very sorry you were dissatisfied with the real estate we offered you, Miss Longmire. I know it can be quite a enthralling task deciding what your future will be and what it will hold after high school, but I do hope you reconsider.
What?
Take my card if you... Yeah.
What do
Take
you
my
mean?
card again.
What real estate?
You know. The real estate. Here, take my card, and be sure to keep it this time. Just in case the circumstances change. Or if any other realtors come and pester you.
I mean, sure, but I've never seen this card before, nor have I ever spoken to you before. Are you sure you don't have me mistaken with someone else?
Now, trust me, Miss Longmire, we've had a long and lengthy discussion about your future, and what it will hold. Trust us. Good day, Miss Longmire.
Okay.
Remember, be sure to call if anything changes.
What the fuck? Seriously? God damn it. looks like damage looks pretty light.
What the fuck? Scared the life out of me.
Great.
He just like really believes in it and he wants to like be a fucking
Alright. That is one sweet ride. That paying me back the last 100 I gave you. Not this again. It's not my fault.
babes.
Auditioning for the part of talking falafel? Brian, I'm a classically trained actor. I need to grow as an artist.
Hey, Mom.
So this fellow that asked you this question,
Yeah?
what did you tell him?
Well, I just told him how the kidnapping went.
What was his name? Wesley Brooks?
Well, he said apparently that's a cover name. He says that his name is Agent Vance.
Okay.
I'm
The
talking
thing is,
cinema
let me
verite,
just
the
tell you
demo
this
day,
the next
21st
time.
century
Like,
kind of
you're
demo.
under 18,
Zeitgeist.
so if something like that happens and they ask you out, I think you should have another person present.
Well, that's what I thought as well. But he had a badge, and he said he was in communication with you. Afterwards, when you told me he wasn't, I confronted him about that. He admitted that he just said that to make me at ease, but he wasn't trying to. He didn't want to lie to me. He just wanted me to trust him enough to go with him.
Well, it's still the same. If somebody's asking you about things like that, I would recommend you to have a person with you. Doesn't have to be me, but like you can rely on and support you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
As a person that can be there for you and support you. Why don't you have your highlights anymore?
It's 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 just childish.
Okay, so get this.
I need to
He
grow
like
up.
totally wants to invest.
Childish?
Yeah, in like a totally non-nepotismic way.
I told you to grow up. Samuel, do that?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
Who told you to grow up? Like, literally, if I was allowed, I wanted purple hair. But I have to be decent. Work in the police department. So, no, I can't have that. I don't think it's childish to have highlights and stuff in your hair, or even have your hair pink. Just shows that, yeah, great.
No, I mean I need to start thinking about stuff.
You got cataracts?
Plus, if I'm going to go into law enforcement anyway, I won't be able to have that, so
Babes.
might as well
No,
start
that's
getting
true.
used to it now.
On you. Don't want to have highlights, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, so other than that, school is going okay and everything. I see that your bruises are healing.
Yeah, I met some of the new teachers as well as my homeroom teacher for that I'm going to be getting once school starts. Met some new students. They showed us a new wing of the school that was built over the summer.
Hi, Jackie. Can you call my accountant?
I didn't see Zoe
Okay.
though.
I need to transfer 100,000 to my other account.
I mean, it's not a mandatory for her to be there. Just kind of an orientation. It's optional. This would have been nice seeing her. And kind of wanted to apologize to her.
And apologize to her for what?
For what happened to her. It's my fault.
What is your fault? Oh, you mean that came
What's
after Zoe first.
what Samuel did? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not your fault. You're not Samuel, are you?
It's not possible to get there. Just take Dorset
No,
instead
but
of the freeway and it takes 2 seconds.
No.
he went after
Don't
her
blame
because she was
yourself
trying to
for it.
protect me.
I think that Zoe would have done the same thing a second time. I don't think that will change. Just don't blame yourself for it. It's not your fault. What Samuel decides to do and what not to do, it's on his shoulders, not yours. Just instead of feeling guilty for what he did against Zoe, you should be there for her and back her up. like I said, I think she would have done it again. I don't even doubt that for a second.
I know.
And, yeah, pretty obvious. I'm a police officer, so I notice very many things, so your smile. That
Yeah.
smile does not come from your heart. So spit it out. What's going on?
I mean, I was almost raped. That's what's going on.
Well, I wish I could be there for you. That happened. The thing we can do now is to look forward. It didn't happen. But I understand it's hard to come by, and like I said, I will be there for you every single step of the way.
I know.
Yeah. Your wounds will heal. It will take time, but you will get back at it. And he's thrown in jail. Pretty much tell you that I was the one that put him in cuffs.
But wasn't he in jail before?
What it seems to be that he was let out on, like, somebody paid his bail. Or he paid for it himself, I don't know. If he's in jail one second time now, I don't think he's not going to come out again. I'll make sure of
Are
that.
you How can you be sure? What if he pays bail again?
Pretty much what he did, I don't think, like... First time maybe, but when he goes around and do the same thing again, I don't think he's going to be let out. In regards of bail.
Okay.
Yeah. If you need to talk to somebody, I can try to find a therapist or something.
No, I don't think I need a therapist. I just need time.
Well, then we are going to use time to get over it.
What?
What were you saying?
What do you mean use time?
I mean that, yeah, take your time. Pretty
Oh.
much. Yeah. And I can see if I can get, like, off of one of my shifts. I didn't know that Kaylee has such a heavy schedule. Wow, it's like insane. But I can see if I can, yeah, get away from a shift. You and I will go out and do wherever we need to do. Shopping, walking in parks, eat on Burger Shot, whatever.
Yeah,
How
I'd
about
like
that?
that.
Yeah. To see what I can do. And Talia is getting a little frustrated as well because she could barely see her mom, so
Yeah, but she's still adorable. I love her so much.
I think so too. You good to go?
Yeah.
Good. Don't go around and break any traffic laws.
No, I never do that.
I know. I'm just saying it to tease you.
Alright. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, sweetie.
Yeah,
You have a
it's
good
fun
one,
as, like,
okay?
interested in financing, but I have
Take
to say,
care of
like,
yourself.
my dad, right, is like a big time investor.
I will.
And I'm only a phone call away.
Alright, thanks, Mom. I know you're there for me.
Good. That's what I want you to know. That I'm there for you. That will never change.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on now and I'll talk to you later.
That is one